Smart 24, driving business.
Very well, thank you for keeping it Smart 24 TV. And now we're going for updates and we'll head on to what is there for us on the road. Barry J is on standby to report to us what is happening around Fairway. Barry J, if you could hear me, what's going on there?
We are right here at the Fairway traffic lights as we are trying to observe the traffic atmosphere around here. But the situation seems to be a little bit moderate. Now, let's take a look on my right-hand side. As you can see, most of the vehicles have been put on hold, and the majority here seem to be the borders as they are being put on hold, trying to let the vehicles down there from the Acacia Road to take course. As you can see, they have been let loose. They have been released to move, and the borders they have been put at hold. The situation doesn't seem to be so very serious. It's a little bit moderate. The jam is a bit fair. It's not like before we had come earlier when it was a little bit tight. So if you are really home and you want to report to work and you are going to use the Yusuf Alule Road, probably you might be safe. And if you're going to take a business deal, probably you will take it. Yes, it's a little bit fair. Those still right now, as we see the borders, are still put on the hold to ensure the balance of the movement of the vehicles to avoid the congestion around this whole area. There are quite so many, as you can see, very many, and quite a few pedestrians as compared to some other places which we have been. There seem to be quite a few pedestrians, and they are going to the various places of work. There doesn't seem to be a lot of work pressure, as we can observe, maybe because it's a Thursday and very few people really have the pressure to report to work very early. Yes, something we just saw a small incident right here. Let my cameraman take you right there, as you see. But it's not really very serious as such, but a little bit of vehicle, it was trying to get out of the condition and it was almost going to come and hit these other vehicles right here. But it seems to be now, as you see that, also one of the factors that actually lead to more traffic jam in such areas, in such busy areas. Despite the fact that it's not really so busy, yes, sometimes the vehicles get out of the conditions, and at the end of the day, it delays the vehicles there, and that leads to traffic. The traffic officers right here doing a very wonderful job to ensure that the traffic is in control. Yes, as we can see just right there, they are still put on hold. Yes, the vehicles down that side are still heading. Now at the back, on my very back, as you can observe, the vehicles that are coming from Yusuf Lule Road heading this side, they are being put on release. Yes, they are coming. Now this road connects from Garden City coming straight to this side. The vehicles are being put to leave, yes, as we can see. Just a few minutes later, actually seconds, also these vehicles that are heading at the side of the Yusuf Lule Road earlier, which had been put on hold, we can see now they are being set free. Yes, the situation is quite very calm. They are now leaving right now, as you can see. Yeah, they were held for just about 2 minutes. No, actually not 2 minutes. They were like about 5 minutes, roughly. That's on the average when they hold most of the vehicles, because they are trying to keep the situation under control, the traffic situation under control. So now they are on the move. They are on the move, as you can see right there. The traffic atmosphere is now a little bit calm, as we see. Now on my left-hand side, that's Sezibwa Road. There seems to be a very smooth flow of the vehicles. I'm not seeing any person right there. There are no vehicles right there. It's a free lane, as you can see. Pedestrians, not really. So it's a free area right there. I'm seeing the borders that are getting there. Unfortunately, very few of them abide by the traffic lights. You can see right there in the corner. Some of them, they're almost bumping into each other. So that's quite a challenge that is still being faced right here. Yeah, right there you see those vehicles are being now put on hold. Yes, they are coming from Yusuf Lule Road, heading straight to the Garden City area. Yes, they are being put on hold right now. They are not quite many. The situation, like I said earlier, seems to be very, very moderate. Yes, so if you're reporting to work and you're using this very side and you're in a taxi and it's going to use this road, you might reach in time at your workplace and you might execute that business deal in time. Thank you very much. That's what we had for the traffic updates for now. Very moderate.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Barija, there for that report. And surely, I wish everyone on the road, even when you're home watching us and you're planning to hit the road and maybe start up a journey to a different destination you will be heading to, a good luck from me and from us right here. But also, what you should note as we take off from traffic is that a Wednesday, because it's a midweek, that was a day before, it is kind of free, but a Thursday, Friday, they're always tricky, so you might have to encounter, in case you're around Kampala city areas on different routes joining in the Kampala city center, you will have to really bear and tighten your spirit and head to know that, hey, I'm going to spend some time in the traffic, because there is a lot that is happening around Friday, especially when this is time when students or learners get back on weekend, those in boarding, parents, that's when so many people actually get their vehicles or their cars moving, because it's going to be a weekend to spend a night out. So probably those are some of the reasons as to why we see and realize a lot of heavy traffic on Friday and a Thursday. Away from that, as we continue moving ahead, the day before was actually a performance from URA, and we're actually going to be speaking to the Assistant Commissioner. Unfortunately, is still caught up by a meeting. But let me just give a highlight onto some of the public concerns that we received around here regarding URA. First of all, the Revenue Authority's collection. There were some of the sectors that actually followed a contribution that are highly contributing onto the revenue collection. Among those are manufacturing sector that followed with a contribution of around 2,413,036 billion, that is around 23.42%, and followed by the financial activity sector contribute to of about 1,604.43 billion. That's around 10.33%, and that was followed by, I'm trying to give you the top sector performances that have highly contributed onto the revenue of the country. The information and communication sector that has contributed about 880,000.97 billion, that's around 8.85%. And lastly, the public administration contributing a 3.75%. And also moving further, there was a concern actually, I'm sorry about that. There was a concern actually about how the decline in the revenue collection was affecting the economy, and also what are some of the sectors that highlighted or contributed for a decline onto the revenue collection and on the Uganda's economy. Very well, URA highlighted the number one sector being an information and communication, declined by 14.55%. For electricity, gas, steam and air conditioning supply, which declined at 37.79%, followed by the real estate, that the real estate activities that declined about 10.78%, and construction sector at 14.0%. And also moving further, some of the beneficiaries from URA, and they will be collecting onto the taxes of the target now that has been given to them by the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development in the country. We will also be seeing that there were also some of the lesions and loopholes in regards to how the URA got interrupted in its collection. Reports came out actually 2 weeks back to show that the strike onto fuel prices and also on petrol transitions in the country. When the strike was happening, there was a loss within a very small period of about 5-6 days, over 1.5 billion shillings, that contributed onto the decline of the steam, energy and gas sector around the country. Yes, that is it from us, just to give you on a brief, but we'll be surely following on how, and also some of the questions like the collections on the border, expectations on the border after the Katuna after the border has been opened, the revenue collection there. We're going to have a detailed report on that one as we get back, surely, we drive business on a daily basis here. So make sure you stick around with Smart 24 TV. I'm Rita Cabanyoro, and you surely catch me up on my social media platforms at Rita Cabanyoro. Also at Smart 24 TV, we've got a website there, www.smart24tv.com. Follow us on our Twitter, YouTube and Facebook as well, to drive your business there. But more will be coming up at 11 with Fred Makuya to take you through UG Tukole. Bye from us.
Smart 24, driving business.
Every new day brings new opportunity at the business world. Start your day with a show that will drive Every new day brings new opportunities for you to conquer the business world. Start your day with a show that will drive your business. Be the first to know the latest prices around town. The latest information around the country and the world. We bring you in-depth analysis with exclusive interviews from key players. And of course, wouldn't you want that for your morning? Get up to speed with what is trending in the business world, all in one morning show. Smart Means Business with your favorite guy, Joram Paul Sonko, every weekday, Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 10:50 a.m. as we drive you into the business world. This is Smart 24.
Smart 24, driving business.
Kale tate basabone banyawo nyongero kubandi nga bulijjo nzo Fred Makubuya ndi muzukulu wa Lusimi nate tukomye tusimbule tulire ezimu ku nsonga ezigenda ddala maaso mu ggwanga erya Uganda nga bulijjo tubategeeza tuli buterevu wano ku plot 42 ku Nile okuba nga tubaweereza mu nsiike business tu streaming live ku Facebook ne ku Twitter kwetuli twegateko tusobole okulaba nga ensonga ezigenda ddala maaso mu ggwanga erya Uganda tungera okuzikubamu olukumi bintu bingi byetugenda okuba nga tunuunaku olwaleero era ndowooza ezimu ku ezo tugenda kutunuulira mmwe abaagala okwewola ne muddukira mu bank tugenda kuleba omukugu eyali yeewuzeko looni eziwerako ddala mu bank amaliriza nga ebintu bye ebisinga bitwaliddwa naye yakola buli ekisoboka n'asobola okuba nga akomawo engulu mukyala Adeli Omara tugenda kuba ensonga ezo tugenda kuba nga nate tuzitunako maaso kawo Equity Bank naye erese enteekateeka empya enteekateeka kize baleese osinziira mu bitundu ebyenjawulo ng'okozesa essimu yo biki bye weetaaga zezimu ku nsonga zetugenda okuba nga tutunula nate olunaku olwaleero kakati n'abakugu bawadde amagezi kuwa we tusobola okuba nga tuteeka ssente Maggie Kigozi oyo nno y'omu ku bakulu akulirako ekitongole kya Uganda Investment Authority tugenda kuba naye atubuulira ki ekirina okuba nga nate kikolebwa okusobola okulaba nti embeera efaananako bw'eti esobola okuba nga ekomawo